So let's start by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we keep our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. We try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also try to avoid rigidity in the body. So try to relax into the posture as though we're letting the body hang on itself. Try to scan through the body and relax any places of tension. And withdraw attending to anything happening around you. Just holding to the body and mind. Letting go too of thoughts of the past or the future. Beginning to use the physical sensation of the air as it passes into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Giving yourself the instruction to quickly notice when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. And to gently, without judgment or frustration, lift your attention from each distraction as it arises and place it back on that one physical sensation. And then generate a broad altruistic motivation, wanting to use your time to create new capacities in the mind, to become familiar with beneficial mental states and reduce the tendencies and the habits that give rise to our own suffering and often motivate us to cause suffering for others. Wanting to do this to be of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings. And then we'll contemplate the assertion that I and all sentient beings possess the capacity to fully develop, fully awaken the mind, to follow in the footsteps of the Buddha, to completely eliminate any trace of negativity or obscuration, and to completely perfect all of the positive states like love, compassion, generosity, patience, ethics, joyous effort, wisdom, concentration. I think that if it wasn't true, then the Buddha himself could not have achieved it. And countless other sentient beings that we have evidence of over the centuries, the millennia, they also wouldn't have been able if that wasn't an intrinsic capacity of the mind itself. I think that even animals have this capacity, but although all sentient beings possess it, it's quite difficult for many sentient beings to tap into that potential. We can contemplate the ways in which, in our own lives, right now, we possess everything needed We can think that there are many difficult states that we have been reborn in countless times in the past. Having taken rebirth in any of the other realms of existence, the lower realms where suffering is much greater, the sufferings of the animal realm, predominated by complete exposure to the elements, wildfires and droughts, storms, constant fear of predation. And the dullness of a mind that can't comprehend even a word of the Buddha's teachings. And suffering of the hungry ghosts, constant hunger and thirst, and the torment of the hell realms, and even the suffering of the upper realms, the complete intoxication of the sensory pleasures, blocking any ability to think about overcoming suffering and its causes. Even in the human realm, there are many war-torn places, places of extreme poverty and insecurity, places of incredible repression. To make some examples of all of these painful states and recognize that they do not characterize your experience in this life. Then we can contemplate the precious opportunities, the beneficial circumstances that have been afforded to us in this life. We've been born on a planet where a Buddha has come and taught. We live in a time when those teachings are still practiced, still comprehended. They haven't fallen into obscurity. There are places of learning, and supportive community of practitioners and teachers. We have a body and mind that's clear and healthy enough to practice. We live in relative peace, comfort, safety. And one of the most important is that we have some genuine desire to engage in a spiritual path. So contemplate these extraordinary advantages and recognize that they do characterize this life. Try to generate a sense of resolve to use this incredibly precious opportunity, this incredibly rare coming together of so many beneficial causes and conditions, to really take the essence of this life, remain devoted to spiritual growth and development, no matter the obstacles. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together and we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that you've actualized that motivation by engaging in this contemplation. And let go of the fruit of that practice and offer it for the benefit of all sentient beings, without exception. Thinking, may my happiness and virtue ripen for the benefit of all sentient beings. Whatever positive potential I may have created, may that ripen for the benefit of others. May it ripen to pacify conflict and disease and poverty, any harmful circumstances in the world. May it ripen the minds of all sentient beings so that they can practice and achieve the result of full enlightenment. May that state of enlightenment also ripen in my own mind so that I may possess the ability to work without mistake for sentient beings. May it pacify the obstacles to the Guru's long life. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful guidance of enlightened beings. May we be protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.